Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new day and a brand new series of NVIDIA Reflex iCafé Attack. My name is Paikas, and with me, my co-caster is gonna be Raider. How are you, Raider, and what do you expect from the day, and what are we gonna see? Any ideas, any insights? Please share with us.
Well, I guess it's the quarterfinal, so I think the competition is going to be on par. So for that reason, I'm way too excited to see what is going to be their offering from the other individuals that are going to come through, which kind of teams we are going to see, and how the performance is going to get impacted. In every single season of NVIDIA iCafe Attack, we have seen a lot of evolution, and that's what I'm expecting today as well, answering to your question.
Definitely, it's going to be a fun matchup coming up. And we have three matches today that we're going to have to take a look at. All of them are going
Yeah.
to be a BO1. And we're going to start the first match right away. We'll take a look at which map we're going to be playing and seeing in the first game itself. But it's
hmm
definitely going to be a fun day nonetheless. And as you said, I'm pretty excited too, man. Let's see how exactly we'll see the games turning out to be. And first map is going to be an Inferno. That's going to be a fun
But
thing.
yeah, indeed, Inferno, one of my favorite maps to watch. But eventually, let's go to the knife round. Let's see who is going to take the CT side advantage and who is going to be there on the T side for the initial 12 rounds. That's what we really want to know. And there you go, guys. The screens have been switched. I'm pretty anxious about who is going to take the advantage in their favor initially. It's Fidato Gaming versus Blitz Esports in the very first quarterfinals that we are going to witness on the broadcast. And I think the individuals are going to give their best at this point, but it's all about the team game at this point because it's a 5v5 scenario. The map is Inferno, one of the OG maps, but then again, with some certain changes, the playstyle have been impacted a lot. And I'm looking forward to see honestly how these individuals are going to adapt through that.
Yeah, we definitely have to see how exactly we're going to start off the game as well, because the first pistol round is definitely going to be it's going to be a game-changing situation. If they get the first round, they could get a possible 3-0 lead in the beginning itself. But CT, in my opinion, Raider, I think this is slightly a CT-sided map. What do you think?
Obviously,
Is
yeah.
it a T-sided map? Okay, okay,
I
you
also think
agree.
it's a city-sided map, especially if you talk about the banana side. I mean, entering that particular side is something which is not at all easy. You just have one entry to go with, and it's banana. Otherwise, you can try to like rotate from mid. You can try to move along from library region, but then again, you have to confirm to your opponent. For that reason, I totally agree with your point that it's basically a city-sided map initially. But yeah, there you go. Some crucial exchanges going in. And eventually we can see that it's Skull who is popping it off with the clock. He has already taken down two individuals. It's Ajay and Thunder Horse who has been taken down. Now, it's not an easy deal to come up with, but there you go. Some USP shots. Exactly like players like, I guess, Skull. This guy is also performing a lot. And it's your aim, I believe.
It's down to a 1v2 situation. It's really close to all, but the bomb has already been planted. He's going to try to defuse it right now. He can't stick it. He has no idea where the last he is, but he's got to push in.
Oh,
Holding
ace!
that perfectly. Okay, it was an ace. Beautifully
Yeah.
done, man. What a performance. A massive, massive start to the game for Dato. Crazy, crazy opening.
I mean, what a performance is this? A single guy him holding it off, holding the whole side and anchoring it the way he did was absolutely on par. The whole A side was being dominated by this individual. The entry was good when it comes to the side of Blitz Esports. The way this guy cleared it off was something amazing to talk about. But what a round that was. All of that happened in the first round, guys. Now with bonus buy, I think the second round could actually fall in the favor of once again Team Fidato Gaming because Blitz Esports they will have to go for a save, but it seems like that this is a BO1 equation, obviously, and that's exactly why they are going to go for a force buy. We have Galileas and Mactans coming through from the T-sided team. I think this is not a very wise choice. If you lose this round, you are definitely going to be on a very critical note when it comes to your economy.
This is definitely going to be a really important round, and they have forced this round, so I guess that could become an issue if they lose.
Mhm.
But he's trying to get that entry towards A, try to fake it at least. Now going to go towards banana. Let's see how exactly are they going to get that entry. Already going to smoke off B main, two players towards CT, a decent setup in my opinion, and they're still not yet hellbent on going B yet, still faking B maybe. Three players still outside, waiting for that queue, waiting for that opening. Maybe they find someone lurking, maybe peeking as well. Ooh, there's gonna be a smoke as well. Gonna slow down the entry a little bit. The B execute, I don't see that coming this round because already 2 to 3 players are already pushed in towards a shot. Ajay gets the opening ultimate. Is gonna fall. First player has already become a casualty for Bliss. Second round not going in their favor yet. That's gonna be another Flashbang, not gonna be much useful though. Another incendiary gonna be used as
Ooh.
well. Oh,
Yeah,
there was a close one, but why damage his own player? That was
exactly. I mean, that was a funny equation to talk about, but eventually, with that, even the positioning of that guy was pretty much evident for the opponents, and that's exactly why the T-sided team were able to approach onto them. But through the church, we can see some good shots are getting attained. But I want to see if there is going to be some certain connections coming through because it's a 3v4 equation, and we're talking about the postman scenario. Won't be an easy one to deal with, but the guy who was able to come up with an ace has been taken down with a lovely nade. And not just that, Rico finds Ajay with a good ding shot right on the skull, takes Ajay down. It's all about Puran Poli. Quite a delicious name, but is the performance going to be that delicious? That's the main question. Not at all. Rico shuts him down as well. With that, we have the equalizer in the very second round of this game number one today in the quarterfinals. What a good start.
indeed a good start coming in. But see, instantly the tables have been turned and it's going to be a one-on-one equalizer coming in. And I would have thought that the CTs, after getting that first opening, would have been able to capitalize eventually and get the round. But that didn't come in though. Blitz Esports completely turned the tables when they went towards the B side. Even when I expected it could be an A execute, but a really slow strat coming in, and that definitely worked in their favor this time. And going towards B, three players are going to be dropping their utilities a bit. Some throwables as well are going to be used there. Maybe give some info. Anyone holding close towards banana, but there's no one towards B Raider. They're stacking A. Maybe that's a
Yeah.
good read, but do the terrorists pick up on it?
I think the only equation why they were trying to like completely stack up the A side is basically that they are on a pistol equation. They don't have a lot of good weapons to play along with. I mean, they do have a shotgun to play with, but eventually it's a close quarter weapon. You can't like go ahead and swing on banana with that. So that's exactly why I think this is a very good approach. But only if the price is going to be quite good enough for them. Only if the players are going to swing onto the A side. And it seems like that they're going to swing very quickly. On the balcony, I can see that one individual is pretty much holding it off under horse right over there. But yo, aim gets one. It's Crush who has been taken down. He has been crushed away. The deagle shots are still going through. Skull is also quite a bit tagged. Now they can easily rotate back to the B side because it's pretty much opened up, but Ultimate gets countered. And with that, now they do have some strong weapons to fight back with. They have a Galil, and they can actually switch up that other weapon that they were able to counter in the T-Apps region. So I'm looking forward to see if they're going to take that advantage or not. Yep, there you go. They have the weapons, but Rico finds slots, shuts him down, and the plant is going to come through because they do not have a lot of time to play along with. In mere 20 seconds, the plant is something which could be quite possible, but as I can see, it's a very hasty decision. Finally, the plant is there, but Rico with a 1v3 and Discount Killer getting the last one. I think this is a game where Blitz Esports is going to rise and shine because they have players like Discount Killer, which has been a phenomenal name. Even Skull, even Rico. These are a few of those individuals who have made their name in Indian circuit of CS2. And I think that's exactly why, if they play in a calm and poised way, I think they can easily be very lethal against a team like Fidato Gaming.
Yeah, they definitely have a really good upper hand, and they definitely have a lot of experience. But even Fanato Gaming is a really good team, and we've seen them go up against Blitz Esports in in a lot of events. But that being said, I guess that would make them both quite accustomed with both of their shots, and hopefully that could give them an upper hand as well. Maybe use it and get some really good counters. But on the other hand,
Right.
there's going to be 2 and 3 setup, 3 players towards a B side. They're going to try to go up a bit aggressive. Maybe find that one player overcommitting banana, take him down, get that man advantage towards them. There's an op invested as well, Crush holding it. Where exactly will he be? I think might be holding mid, waiting for someone to peek into it, some A shot or something. But 3 players still waiting outside A, and there you go. That's gonna be their
Oh,
entry to
lovely.
app. Beautiful frags coming in. Purin Puli falls. Reiko gets another beautiful kill.
Absolutely on point. The play that they are trying to establish is something which is really working out. Look at Discount Killer already going into the library region and holding up the CT spawn. That's one of those brilliant moves. He's trying to completely cut off the rotations that might possibly come through for a backstab. As I can see, I think Potato Gaming is going to make sure that they're going to save that only Galil that they do have, because all the other weapons are not going to be helpful enough in the next few rounds. But as we can see, op investment is something which is quite daring, but Crush so far has not found any value in this particular round, but maybe exit frags is something that might be valuable for him. I'm looking forward to see if he is going to like get some exit frags or not. But even if he is not going to get any exit frags, I think the round is definitely something which is going to be there in the favor of Team Blitz Esports. That's a very good start for them. Blitz Esports definitely are back in the game after losing the first pistol round. I thought that might not be able to get the entry, but it seems like that they have a very good idea of what Fidato is capable of and how you can play in the map of Inferno. Because look at the lineups that they're trying to come up with, blocking off the angles through the smokes and trying to push by the players in boiler region by putting down some incendiary grenades, some mollies and stuff like that. So I think like Discount Killer and his team, that means of course Team Blitz Esports are more than ready to step up and eventually get some good rounds in their favor. And if they are able to get a scoreline of even 7-5 in the first half, I think they are the ones who are going to win. Because once you are in the second half, once Blitz Esports is in the control of counter terrorist side, I think they can easily obliterate players like, or should I say, a team like Fidato Gaming. Because right now Fidato is in their like sweet spot, but they're still not able to get the results. What if when they are going to be there on the second half, what are they going to do? That's what I'm trying to speculate at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty clean victory coming in, but yeah, let's not think about that. Even though Blitz Esports is already dominating towards the T side, and it is a CT side map essentially, but let's see. Maybe we can see Fidato coming up with a good comeback.
Right.
Still have a really good opportunity. Let's see how exactly they use it. Skull going in, tries to get someone towards B. Is gonna deal a lot of damage though. Doesn't get the kill though. Is gonna fall back. Thunder Horse holding a really good position, waiting for someone to peek in through that smoke. No one's gonna be that aggressive. Discount Killer with a sneak peek. Has a smoke, instantly smokes off Archer. There's gonna be a flashbang as well.
Oh,
Perfectly
lovely.
timed, couldn't really blinded. He's gonna get the frag as well, but even then Discount falls. Beautiful spray, beautiful counter. Eventually counter traded there as well.
Oh, with an AWP, you can't really lose the close angles. But Ultimate, exactly in a similar fashion. Not just that, a very precise single tap coming through on your aim, and he shuts him down as well. Now Skull is going to plant it away. Ultimate and Skull, it's a 2v2 equation where Slots is already down to like 12% HP. That's all he has got. Yes, he has the Kevlars for him to like survive in this particular scenario, but then again, one good shot can end him, and that's exactly where he has to play on the angles. If he does a good job at it, I think he can be phenomenal. But Thunder Horse coming out of the library region, holding it off patiently. Swing comes through. Ultimate wanted to go for another single tap shot, but that was not really fruitful. There goes Slots. He shuts one down. Not just that, he takes the other guy as well because Skull was on an op. He should have taken down, I guess, AK or something else. Like an AR could have been a very good choice for him, but eventually he decided to go for a sniper. And you know, if you miss a shot, your position is revealed. B, you can't really go for an instant shot. You have to go for that reload action, that cock action, and eventually in that particular manner, Team Fidato Gaming was able to get their upper hand onto him. And Slots, definitely a interesting job by him. Like he was down to 12% HP, but he still retaliated, jumped down from the balcony and was able to get ultimate killer. And then finally, it was Skull who got shot down by him. But now a technical pause is going to come through, giving a very good moment for both the teams to plan, plot, figure out, and then execute.
They really need to focus on a little bit of things. Fidato is like slowly, gradually getting a hold of the game right now, getting control on the map as well. Blitz Esports, they still know exactly how Fidato can play and for what their strategies are, so they'll pretty easily still be able to counter them. But yeah, that's the thing. If Fidato has something crazy planned which they have never done, or some really good strategies that they've never tried, maybe this could be the day. Maybe this is when Blitz get outplayed, and maybe we could see a victory coming in for Fidato. But that's all speculation coming in. We don't know what exactly will happen. But Ajay, with that up, let's see. Will he be able to anchor his side this time? Again, can he get another run for his team? But the thing that I've seen is Blitz is not going in that aggressively. They're not just going right away and pushing inside the side. They're slowing pretty slowly. They're playing pretty calmly as well.
Mm-hmm.
They use opportunities whenever they get them. They still do go for some look picks, and when they find that, they obviously completely rotate and go back to that side as well. But even then, a really slow strategy coming in from them. When I would have expected them to go for a bit more aggressive ones, when they know they have an upper hand on the game itself and
Yeah.
they know the team in front of them.
I think the only reason why they are trying to be very calculative is basically that it's a quarterfinal equation. It's a BO1 equation. If you lose, you're out of the competition. That's exactly why every single round in that particular game has to be very calculated. And that's why Team Blitz Esports is trying to calculate every single step they're trying to make, because it's a series-sided map. The T-sided team really has to like pick up the pace and eventually be very effective with their play. See, the only reason why they lost that particular fifth round was basically that they lost the total control of the site. They were trying to go for a post-ban scenario and they went for the post-ban scenario, and then the execution part was not that good. So these are the small minute mistakes that can turn into a blunder once you are actually at CT side. And that's once you are actually at T side, my bad. That's exactly why I think the calculations have to come through. So now after that technical pause, I think a lot of planning plotting has been done. Reinvestment of the economy has already been taken down. As we can see, 4 AKs are invested. One op is also there. Crush is definitely going to perform on that particular op once again. Now the value has to come through, because it's a very crucial moment for the lads of Team Blitz Esports. On the hindsight, even for Fidato Gaming, I can say the same. Like, they are also sitting at a very good spot at this point. Like, they have just a difference of one good round, and it's not at all a difference. But look at this lot shutting down Skull right through the smoke, going for the predictable fires, and Puran Poli on the other corner with the help of flashbang from Yo Aim shuts the other guy down as well. No, this is turning into a misery. It's all about Crush. The last man standing, he shuts down Puran Poli. But is that enough? Because he's already down to 24% HP. I think it's pretty much a done round for the lads of Team Blitz Esports. Even after reinvesting, even after planning and plotting, these guys are now on a deficit.
They are definitely at a backhand right now, and this op could prove to be a good thing at this point. But I would have not expected him to be saving it, because because Fedatu would have chased him down, but there's no one going for that frag instead. They're playing pretty passive as well. They don't want to lose any weapons this time. They don't want to lose any weapons either. But that was a really good hold. They read them like a book. They knew exactly where they were going to hit. And the second he sprayed down, they knew there were more than 2 to 3 players standing right outside mid. And that's exactly the cue they needed. Instantly capitalized on that. Sprayed from both the ends. And they got 2 to 3 players through the smoke itself. And then eventually followed up and got the round as well. A really good comeback. And a 3-on-3 scoreline. Fedatu is slowly making a comeback. In fact, they have made a comeback though. It's going to be an equalizer. Let's see. Blitz. Will they let them take this away? Or this is going to be nothing coming from Blitz. But a really fast-paced push coming in. But instantly going to be slowed down and stopped with that molly. It's going to make things a little bit harder.
Main question is, are they going to commit? Because they can fall back, they can show their presence and then eventually go for a fake. But it seems like that they're going to shut the players down. Rico shuts slots down exactly in a similar fashion. Like, it's basically a redemption of the previous round. But are they going to figure out that there is another guy holding the same exact angle? That's what I want to see. Look at this. Look at this. Some good space going through. But once again, the damages are going to be quite on par. Sandosh, he was able to take 2 down. Not just that, Puran Poli comes up with 1 more as well for the team. It's basically a 2v3 equation. The plant has to come through. But eventually, when we talk about the weapons, look at Ajay. He has got the P2000s to work with. On the hindsight, he has also got an op that he was able to like acquire in the previous game. I'm looking forward to see what happens now. It's a 3v3 equation. Ajay finds Crush, an Opper, taking down the other Opper of the other team. Now it's all about Discount Killer. He has to show his presence of mind. He has to show his experience. And yeah, he gets one. It's Puran Poli who has already been countered. Now the question is, will he be able to get more? Yup, the nades are coming through, but still Ajay has been countered. Discount Killer. It's the last man standing. He has to wait a little longer, but no, he swings as Yo Aim pushes forward. And as we can see, a diffusal kit is available, so it's just 4 seconds left for the diffusal. He did it. Fidato Gaming is now in the lead. I'm totally in a surprise at this point after seeing what Blitz Esports is doing. I mean, they're losing the total control. Discount Killer was about to do a 1v3, but eventually, unfortunately, he was pretty much taken down after we got to see like Yo Aim pushing onto him. So all in all, 7 rounds done and dusted. Tactical timeout coming through. And it's Team Blitz Esports, which is now in deficit. And on the hindsight, Fidato, they are definitely doing a good job at it.
Definitely doing a good job, and yeah, they are facing that deficit right now as a big issue, and they needed to sort through that. And instantly going to go for that timeout. Hopefully that gets them a little bit more control over the map. And then again, Fredato had that CT-sided advantage going in their favor. Finally, will they be using that for themselves? But that is going to be the timeout's going to be over. And as far as the buys go in this round, the T's will have 3 AKs and the 2 Galils in their hands. And on the other hand, we still have just 1 op invested. It's not going to be an issue. Ajay, will he be holding mid again? Okay, going towards Banana. Is he gonna read them? Is he gonna expect them? I hope that first pre-fire shot connects. Instantly gonna molly off Banana. Not gonna go that aggressive holding bit right now. You aim, uses some utility keys towards mid as well, just in case if anyone was planning on pushing. Discount killer. Okay, everyone is gonna be pushing up top mid. Slowly going up paths. Not trying to get that entry towards the side. I don't think so they've given any sound cue as of now. Let's see exactly. Are they gonna hit at 1? Apps control completely gone. They have no clue. Fredato has no idea what's happening in apps.
They're still trying to lure the enemy. That's what the main part is. And at this point, I can clearly see that player number 4, Ajay, is holding off the banana. But he's constantly getting shot down, and he had to push back a bit because he was on an op. One good shot, you could have got the value, but if you miss, you definitely have to fall back, otherwise you are going to get taken down as well. But as I can see, some good shots, but Rico takes him down in a very good swing, but slots on the other corner. In a similar fashion as the previous round, he takes one more down, but Rico counters him through the smoke. We can see a lot of blunders being done by the lads of Team Fidato Gaming this time, as Ajay gets countered, and after that it's Slots who has been taken down. Now it's Thunder Horse pushing through, but Crush, he is immensely valuable on the church region with this beautiful op that he has caught. Puran Poli and the other guy has totally been countered. It's all about you aim at this point, and he's trying to also swing through. Oh, he's right there on church. Oh, he spots one. Discount killer has been countered. Let's see if he's going to get more. Oh yeah, indeed he gets one more. That's a beautiful 1v2 coming through. Skull and Crush are the only 2 lads that he has to take down, and then he's going to go for a defusal. But won't be an easy job, as Crush is going to come with a 1v3 and flushes down the whole morale of the other team. But he gets in a blast radius, and I think no op is going to get reclaimed from that particular scenario, because the guy who was trying to play on the op was blasted out in the blast radius, and that's exactly why the reinvestments are going to come through. The only weapon that was saved was an AK. I think it's still a win-win situation for the lads of Team Blitz Esports, but right now they are sitting at an equalizing stand. They have to pull through, they have to get some good lead. As I said, 7-5 is the least that you need at this point.
Yeah, they'll be looking forward to get that, but Blitz is not gonna make it. No, Fredato is not gonna let them do that easily. And even then, Fredato has that upper hand advantage in the first half, so they'll try to maximize and get as many rounds in lead. But Crush expecting it, holding that angle beautifully, takes down Slots with a beautiful headshot. One more player getting picked off. Thunder Horse is gonna be shut down as well. Another frag coming in. Okay, 2-3 players still holding inside the side. 5 stacks again, put it fully, 5 Reiko. Just one counter coming in, and Crush with a massive 3k. Gets the cleanup done, and with that it's going to be a 4-on-5 scoreline. Let's see, Sports finds another. But then again, it was an eco round for Fidato, so that was not a round that we hoped for them to win either way. But still, a decent eco for them. I guess they did find that one frag, and they didn't let the bomb get planted as well.
I mean, that's one way to put it, but I have to say that the reinvestments are going to come through in this particular round. We have Ops, we have M4 Ravens coming through from the CT side, and eventually from Blitz Esports' perspective, it's just Rico who had to reinvest because he was the only fallen soldier from the previous round. But right now, we are diving into the 10th one, and I'm looking forward to see what kind of changes are going to come through. It could be a 6-4 scoreline, but as we can talk about it, Slots take down Ultimate. That was a very crucial pick coming through because Ultimate has really made sure in a lot of round that he gets the upper hand for the team, but Flash totally is popping off, and if he is going to do it same in a similar fashion in the next few rounds, that will be absolutely on point. But Skull gets countered right outside the baller region on the mid part. That's amazing. Few of those amazing counters are going to be absolutely dreadful to talk about, but now it's a 3-4 equation that they do have the dollars to invest in the next round, but obviously losing a particular round is going to set you back a bit. And that's exactly what Blitz Esports is not looking forward to. But Rico gets countered as well. All the questions are now on Crush and Discount Killer. These are the 2 individuals who can either make or break this situation. And I think it's more or less going to be a breaking equation because you can't really pull off a 2v5 if you are split. But they are trying to approach for the B side. The fountain side can be accessed. We have a CT-sided smoke coming through. And from there, if Discount Killer walks and gets some good picks, it can be immensely valuable for him.
Could be a really good play, could be a really good move too, but he needs to find that frag, and I don't think so it's gonna be that easy. At least he needs to go with that pop flash entry at least. Slots holding right in front of him, right after the smoke ends. Both of them holding, waiting for that cue, and Slots expects it once again. Gets the first spam completely, perfectly accurately onto Discount and takes down Ultimate as well. Oof, that was not a good round for the Blitz. That was a really, really good round on the other hand for Fidato. Beautifully countered, and Slots perfectly played this round out. He got 3 frags for himself, exactly the way he needed it. First one right away as the round started towards Banana, and the last two as well onto Banana, but a little bit of a late entry coming in from them. And even then, I didn't see any of those utilities or throwables coming in. That's why that entry
Right.
couldn't like come in that easy. Some more utilities, some incendiary molotovs as well being used. Crush with that run. RNG Mac 10 finds one, takes on Slots, but there's still gonna be a 2-on-2 trade, a perfect trade coming in. Okay, I didn't expect that, a 3-on-3 situation. Fidato, can you turn the tables around? Can you get back the side control again?
Quite possible for them, as we can see that the two individuals from Blitz Esports, namely Skull and Discount Killer, are pretty tagged. So they can easily shut them down if that's possible, like if they're going to swing through, but eventually the plant has been done. So it's basically Fidato's job right now to push in, but that was a lovely nade coming through. Puran Poli already quite tagged up, down to 50% HP, but Skull gets countered, Discount Killer is down. It's all about Rico, the one man standing at this point, the lone man who can easily bring the game back. Let's see if he's going to do that or not. Comes out with a smoke, but instantly gets back to the spawn as Ozzy shuts him down with a beautiful op shot. And they do have the defusal kits, so they are going to bring the 6-1 for the team. Fidato Gaming definitely on the lead at this point, and Blitz Esports, they are going to be forced to make sure to reinvest once again, and they have nothing to really save for the next round because this is going to be the last round of the first half. I think in this particular round they're going to once again come up with basically Mac 10s. That's what they have, a Scout, Mac 10 and AK coming in from Skull. Pretty interesting approaches. Let's see who's going to be valuable in this one.
Yeah, then again, they had to use whatever they had and whatever they could use. And Magnus was the best they could with all the util and the best as well. Crash pushing in with the shift rock. He's gonna now slow down. Okay, now gonna just push with the flash completely blinding him. But Archer takes. Archer's gonna get picked off by his own player. Not a good frag coming in. But even then, they're gonna get 2 players down here. Ultimate down to just like 24 HP and Skull down to 6 HP. I don't think so they're gonna get that entry that easily. The one player still holding towards B side. Rest of them rotated towards A, but Thunder now making his way back towards B. And CTs have less left Banana now. Slowly approaching A. That was not that good enough of a fake. They didn't make the A side CTs rotate yet. They still don't have that much util left either. There's no flashbang or anything to get that entry. They're gonna just brutally get slaughtered there. Oh, not a good look.
Well, lack of utils and eventually also the manpower is something that is going to be costly for them. But look at this shot. He whipped to aim. I was really expecting some good shots from his corner, but with a lovely nade he counters, takes down Skull. Was already down to like 6% HP, but few more shots with the op. Ultimate has been put down. The question is, what will Discount Killer do? He has got an AK to play along with. Can be very lethal. The plant is pretty much done. It's basically the postman scenario, but what a swing that was. Absolutely amazing judgment coming through. Some more shots are being exchanged at this point. There comes a smoke. One more lovely shot. Slots gets countered. Where's the last guy? He's coming right in front of him. And there goes a swing, a crouch shot. Thunder Horse saves the day, and it's a 7-5 equation. Once again, Discount Killer was stuck in an equation where he could have like really brought the game back in the whole scenario, but eventually that's not going to be an easy one to deal with. It's 7-5 scoreline basically for the lads of CT sided team, which was Fidato Gaming, and absolutely amazing rounds from them. Like they were able to win the first one, but back-to-back 3 good rounds were in the favor of the other team, that is Blitz Esports. But from there, they decided to come back in the game, and what a way to be there in the game. 7-5 scoreline. It's Team Fidato Gaming who has got a lead of 2 good rounds. Even if they lose the pistol round, I think they can still bounce back.
They can pretty easily bounce back. All they need to do is just get that entry. Oh, get that hold completely done right. And that is going to be pretty easy if they get the read. But just one player pushing in Banana. That could be a really, really good fake. Will they be able to pull it off? One more player slowly going Banana, but already 3 of them had pushed mid. Now going to come back slowly. Discount Killer finds Slots. Now they're going to completely chase him down. Will they be able to find him? I don't think so. Reiko takes down one bottom mid. Puran Poli falls as well. Ultimate is gonna be smoked off. Is he gonna push through the smoke with a flashbang? He's gonna do that. Takes down Thunder Horse. Yo aim drops ultimate instantly. A beautiful trick coming in, but Reiko still in the game. Comes with the backstab. Takes down UAM and finds the last player as well. A 6-on-7 scoreline. Let's see Sports. Took their sweet time, but now they're gonna come back and take the rounds that they've lost, which they didn't plan on losing though.
The pistol round has been conquered and they are back with the pharmacists. I mean, it's going to be a very interesting journey from here because the team which was on the back foot, it's Team Blitz Esports. They do have some interesting individuals. And now on the other corner, we are going to see a choo-choo train coming through because they have Tech 9s coming through from Fidato Gaming's perspective. Tech 9s and some Mac-10s as well. I would really love to see where they're going to make an approach because with Tech 9s, yes, you can push in onto the B side as well, but currently they are making an approach for the A side, and as they push in, Puranpoli gets crushed down. It's a 4v5 equation, but there goes the plunder. Skull takes down Thunder Horse, and goes a blinded shot coming through. Rico, Skull, what a beautiful combination this is. Puranpoli on the hindsight takes down Skull. He's the last man standing and he has to pull through a 1v3. Won't be an easy step to make, but eventually he's still swinging. Puranpoli finds Rico as well. That's good. With a Mac-10 in that particular mid-range kind of scenario, you still get the right value. That's something valuable to talk about. But there go some shots. There are some interesting moments to talk about. The players are hiding beyond the van, behind the boxes. But finally, Discount Killer swings. This time he's going to clutch it away for the team. It was a 1v2 equation. And a valiant effort coming in from the other side as well. But finally, as we can see, it's a 7-7 scoreline. Once again, we get to see the equalizing stand. Initially, it was done by Fidato, then it was done by Blitz Esports, and lately, as we can see, once again, Blitz Esports is picking up the pace. Now, I want to see, are they going to set up some markers, or are they going to be the chasers for the next few rounds? Because if Fidato wins this crucial round, this will be very interesting. But this is a save round, kind of half by round to be precise, because Puranpoli is the only individual who has got an AK, but they are lacking in terms of utils. And when we talk about utils, your aim has been popped by a very good nade.
Yeah, he definitely has been blasted away. And that was a really good nade there coming in from Ultimate. That being said, Fidato, they're not going to be looking that strong this round. Not going to invest anything. On the other hand, the last round had a really good counter there. Blitz Esports, even though they didn't have that much good control towards A, they lost the first player. Even then, the crossfire they had towards Pit and Sight was just absolutely crazy. Anyone pushing in would have instantly gotten picked off, and that's exactly what happened. But talking about this round specifically, they did lose one player towards Banana, but now they're going to go forward with that mid-execute. Trying to go towards A, that late entry coming in, that's gonna be the art smoke coming in as well. Reiko, that doesn't matter to him, he's just gonna spam in, finds Thunder Horse completely off guard, gets one, Crush swings in, takes one, instantly goes for the follow-up, not gonna land it though. Skull still holding to its pit. Is he gonna follow it up? Is he gonna take down Ajay? It's gonna just check towards mid just in case anyone's pushing a backstab, but it doesn't matter. Reiko already is gonna make his way towards him, shoots him in the head, takes him down, and it's gonna be an 8-7 scoreline. But Dato has lost that opportunity, but even then they didn't buy that round, so I take this as the opportunity for them to get some rounds on the board again. Maybe we can see that comeback coming in from Fidato now, and we can see a 9-7 as well.
I think this is one of the most crucial moments because in this type of map, when you were leading on the CT side, now you have been switched because it's the second half. You are on the T side right now. Making an entry is the most tough part at this point. I mean, post-plan scenario is something which is still dealable, but if you are unable to get an entry, I don't think so the post-plan scenario is going to come through. You are going to lose it away. And initially, if you're going to make a slow approach, lately you have to figure out that you are going to still find the value and get into the site. But as you can see, Puranpoli has been countered by Ultimate, but that was a two-way swing coming through. Slots shuts down Crush. With that valuable pick, and now they do have some good weapons to play along with as well. But your aim is going to switch on a Deagle, switches his weapon to his teammate because he knows that he is already down to a very I guess iffy amount of HP because he's down to like 24% HP. It's not going to be easy for him to deal with. But as I can see, Skull and Rico out there are holding a very good crossfire as well. One guy is guarding the balcony, other guy is guarding the entry. This is going to be a tough one to crack. The library region is also pretty much blocked off. A lot of smokes, a lot of utils are going to come through lately. But as I can see, the players, the CT-sided players are still holding off the A side. And one guy is already in the library and that's going to be his Discount Killer, I believe. And the only individual which is holding the B side is Ultimate. And as I can see, 3 individuals already pushing it through. There comes the flashbang, a beautiful shot. He was flashed. Ultimate could have not done anything, but this count killer, he finds one, slots, counters him as well. It's a 1v3 equation. Rico, I think he has some big steps to leap.
That was a fabulous entry coming in, and Reiko down to a 1v3 retake situation. Doesn't look that easy for him to be taking away that slot. Still holding towards CT here, waiting for him to push through Banana. I think they expect him towards Banana right now, because that nade definitely did do some damage. In fact, he took down 40 HP almost. There's not going to be enough time. Maybe he can play for some exit frags. Ninja defuse is also not going to be possible. Fidato gets another round on the board, and it's going to be an 8-on-8 scoreline. Reku, can he find an exit? Is he going to expect to play towards Mark? It's really close, right next to each other. Oof, that was really close. Not going to find anything. An 8-on-8 scoreline. At least we'll be able to save that one AK. Still not that bad, but they did lose like 4 weapons there, and this round was very, very important. They don't have a really good buy this time. Just one M4A1S, one from Mars, and one M4. A decent loadout, one SMG as well. Let's see how exactly they position all these weapons, because that's gonna matter a lot. 2 players towards A side, 3 towards Banana. Not much. Spam towards barrels. Not gonna find anyone there. Not. Well, Ultimate pushes that body. Aggressive positioning could be fatal, but that doesn't matter. Discount filler perfectly finds him, perfectly flashes him. In fact, Ultimate follows it up, finds a kill. They got that opening, and now they'll fall back and just play slowly. Till then, it's gonna be up to Fidata to get that entry frag.
Still not being able to get any entry at this point. Like, they're trying to lurk in the mid region. They are out there on boiler. One guy is holding out the, as I can see. So a lot of exchanges are going to come through in the next few moments. But I just want to see if Fidato is going to get some right values in this particular moment or not. As you can see, our shots, warning shots are pretty much landing. The sims are going to come through, and as they make their approach for the A side, it won't be an easy one to come up with. But Slots finds Crush. What a beautiful, valuable pick that is. Not just that, Discount Killer also gets countered. Rico finds one, but Rico also gets countered. So it's basically a 2v3 equation. The way Blitz Esports is losing the total control is something which is not at all helping them a lot. Like, it's very tough for them to deal with, but it seems like that these 2 individuals, Ultimate and Skull, they might just be able to bring the game back in their favor. Skull finds Ajay. Now the whole boiler region, the mid region is pretty much cleared away, so Skull is going to swing through that particular area and possibly make sure that he gets the right value. But it seems like that they're going to fall back. They're going to save their weaponry. They're going to be back in the game in the next few rounds, but this one, it is definitely going to be in the favor of one and only team Fidato Gaming. I was expecting some good competition from Blitz Esports. Yes, after the half was switched, like for the first 3 rounds in the second half, they were able to put up a very good competition. But lately, as I can see, some blunders are being made. Like, they're trying to like establish their control, but they're totally like slipping away. Specifically when it comes to like holding the site, when it comes to going for a 1v1 counter attack, that's exactly where I feel team Blitz Esports is just not on par at this point, but I think they can bounce back. I think they can really be back in the game, and I'm just waiting for that moment.
I think so too. They can pretty easily make a comeback, but this is not going to be the round that I'm hoping. Then again, they don't have the fire going in their favor. Reco
Right.
with that 5-7, holding close ups entry. Let's see, can he find someone pushing in that position? Then he's going to be volleyed off instantly. He's going to get a smoke as well for Abs. Completely flashed by his own teammate, Ajay. Not the best timing, but even then, he's going to get that entry to the side. Harsh is also smoked off. Ultimate finds lots. Puran Poli tries to follow up. He's not going to get the trade either. It's not going to that's not a good sign for them. Skull's holding spawn. Peaks. Is going to get obliterated. Puran Poli perfectly aims. Perfectly positions across here. Ooh, crush towards B. Expects that push. He gets one. Can he get the follow-up? Can he get the save? Is going to go for it. Goes a bit too aggressive. That aggression, that confidence got him picked off. Puran Poli now slowly making his way towards the side, and they have the control.
They do have the control. The postman scenario is out here. We have a Molly and then he needs to follow it up. And finally, it's Puran Poli who's going to swing it away. So in this particular round, Puran Poli finds some crucial picks for the team and made sure that he is going to be there leading the team to the victory. As we are going to move forward for a double-digit score line for one particular team, the other team is still trying to follow the shadow of the other one. It seems like Blitz Esports are now totally losing the control, but as I can see, a UMP coming through with some M4 even S. It's going to be a pretty interesting round, to be honest, because when it comes to utils, yes, they are seriously lacking, but it's the T-sided team who usually needs a lot of util and lineups to make an entry. But on the post-man scenario type of equation, I think these utils that the lads of Team Blitz Esports have got, I think it's more than enough. But let's just see how they're going to like completely take the control. But Rico overstepping the boundaries this time, trying to peek through window, trying to go deep in the T-apps. This is going to be interesting. Like he's already there controlling the mid part, and he might just be able to spot specifically players like Ajay or maybe UAIM.
We're going to try to get that opening towards Banana, but I don't think so. The CTs are going to let that slip away that easily. And left him, but once again, but that opening. Every single time he's managed to get that first blood towards Banana, and even then they've somehow lost some rounds which they shouldn't have. The slot slowly making his way towards A apps. He's gonna try to get that entry towards A site. There's two players holding one boosted close. He's not gonna expect him, but the fob flash perfectly working in his favor. Crush completely flash. Is gonna get picked off. Reko following him up. He got the sound cues. Lots not the right time for him to run away from there. And I guess he dropped him off as well, maybe. Can't kill it. Tries to get that way down. Ultimate perfect timing. Peaks right at the second when he looked away and Ajay gets picked off. How do we do V4?
Post plant scenario comes through. There you go, the plant is done. UAIM and Puran Poli, but unfortunately Puran Poli through a wall bangable headshot, he is going to get countered, and Skull on the hindsight comes up with a beautiful UMP shot right on UAIM and shuts him down as well. Now they are definitely going to go ahead and get the defusal done, but they don't really have defusal kits, so this was a very crucial round for them to like come back. This was a very important round for them to redeem themselves, because if they would have lost this round as well, I think the team would have been in a very bad spot, because if 11-8 scoreline comes through, like you're just one step away from the match point and 2 steps away from your victory and semifinals as well along the way. So I think this was a very good step coming in from Blitz Esports' corner. Now they do have the weapons to come up with. Ultimate definitely has to reinvest, but they do have their dollars to reinvest. On the same side, if you talk about Team Vedato Gaming, yes, they are on a crunchy note because they have to invest on utils as well. If you don't have utils in the map of info, you can't really get the entry. So util plays a very big part. And this time I can see Crush, Discount Killer, both of them also investing on the defusal kits as well. So even if the game goes on the postman scenario, I think they can pull it off. So this is a very good moment to equalize and get a 10-10 scoreline.
This could be a good time for them to equalize the situation. But that's the thing, they need to be really careful. They get the first bloods, but then somehow exactly when Ferrato starts going forward with their executions, Blitz just loses their players one after the other, and then there's no coming back from that. Gonna be a molly towards Hut. Is he gonna find? Is it gonna damage anyone? I don't think so. Reko finds lots through the smokes. Perfectly expects the second third as well, but not gonna get the best of him. Puran Poli takes him down. Finds the headshot conversion. Crush pushes in. Takes down Thunder Horse. Ultimate as well comes in for backup. Puran Poli falls completely off guard, not expecting a push that quick. Ajay gets a counter of his own. Out of a 1v2 situation, and the bomb hasn't been planted yet. Goes in a bit aggressive. There, it's gonna be Ultimate. Gets the equalizer done. And Raider, we have the answer to the question. We are gonna go forward with another equalizer there. Oof, it's a very cutthroat match.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Already 4 equalizers have been there in the game, and I'm absolutely happy with this particular type of competition. So this is just the very first match of this particular broadcast, and we can clearly see the kind of sheer competition that we are talking about, and that's exactly why I was so excited before the stream got started, because I knew like the competition is going to be on par. We are going to see a lot of close quarter battle, and that's exactly what we're getting in this particular game. But the question is, who is going to rise from here? Because as we can see, the momentum the city side advantage. It's in the favor of Blitz Esports, but we know how crucial the entries are from Puran Poli and also along with that slots. These two guys have been phenomenal when it comes to the second half. So I think they might be able to get some good picks as well along the way. I am patiently waiting to see that. The tactical timeout also came from Team Fidato Gaming because they knew that this is not a very good time to like lose because you were so close to winning. You had the gap of 2 good rounds, but you lost. The total control is pretty much snatched away. And as you can see, some good shots, some good damages are coming through. Puran Poli down to 84% HP is in the molly. He had to swing, and Discount Killer took the advantage of that moment.
He did use that opportunity perfectly, did find slots and take him down. And they have the man advantage going in for them. Fernando anyways
Wow.
didn't have that economy ultimate. Finds one. With that headshot. Gets another UAM, pushes the smoke. A bit of a aggressive move there. Should have not done that. Bit of a risk there. He's still gonna take it. One more player left outside Banana. It's gonna be just Ajay with the Tech 9 and Azan, and has 2 utils just in case. If he tries to find 1 or 2 eggs, that could be a good situation. Ooh, beautiful shots. Takes ultimate down. One cheeky one tap coming in, but it's Reko with that counter takes Ajay down. Then 11-10 scoreline. A really close match coming in. And for Data, they need to do something if they want to win this match, because if they give this round as well to the CT side, they won't have an economy to win the last round. That would be a match point for Blitz Esports.
I think they will have the economy because the loss bonus is going to get triggered if they lose this round as well. So they will kind of invest on the Gullils and the AKs if they want to, but they have to conserve in terms of the utils. They will have to like save their whole equation of utils. That might be the case, but I'm looking forward to see if that's going to be the equation. Are they going to lose this one, or are they going to bring back the glory for the team? Because Fidato, they definitely had a very good run initially, but lately, as we can see, back-to-back few 50 rounds have been snatched away from their corner, and they are once again forced to like go for a calm and composed and very calculative approach. It's a very good scenario for them, but here comes the swing. Skull down to like 73% of his HP. He's still there in the game. He can still be phenomenal, but as we talked about Puran Poli, pretty low. There are some swings. Slots and Puran Poli combined effort from the corner. Shots one down, but Skull and Ultimate are going to retaliate. It was Skull who had been taken down, but Ultimate swings and takes Slots down. Puran Poli is also there. So it's basically one of those equations where 3 guys are there with a full health and 1 guy, Puran Poli, can play on the angles, but that's not going to be the case. Discount Killer is not going to get any discounts lately as he shots one more down. It was the Thunder Horse. Through the smoke, it's Puran Poli this time in terms of the question. And few more spams are going through. Yo Aim and Ajay are the last 2 standing. I think it's definitely going to be the series point that we're going to witness.
This definitely looks like that. And Crush finds another and makes the round a bit more stronger for their team. Down to 1v4 situation. Ajay with the AK has come as well. Could do something, but Ultimate completely denies that with a beautiful headshot. Takes on Ajay, wipes him away. Down to a 12 on 10 scoreline, and for Dato, they don't have that money. They don't got the money that they need to buy their AKs and utils as well. They're gonna have to go forward with another weird sort of a buy. This is not going to be the best to work with, but let's see. Maybe they can make this work as well. This would call for some really progressive, fast B-pushes. Let's see, will we be able to see that? 2 players going towards A, 3 players towards Banana. A lot of util being done by the CT here. Ultimate holding close Banana. Nobody's going to expect him. Slot the second he swings to check him. Ultimate blows him away, blows him to bits.
Lovely.
What the hell was that peak? Yo gets countered to Ultimate. Just ultimate performance coming in from this guy. Down to a 3v4. Oh, 5 still.
I mean, with that lovely Incendiary and Molly, I mean, he was set ablaze. He had to swing. That's exactly where he got countered. But as we can see, Ultimate down to like 1 HP. But he's still there in the game. He can play on angles and he can be effective. Also has got a diffuser kit along with a flashbang and 1 Incendiary grenade. So that's going to be a very interesting approach to come up with. But as we can see, the whole team of Fidato Gaming is right now on the back foot, and as a decided team, you can't really be on the back foot. You have to push in, you have to go for the plant, and then even the post plant scenario comes out to be a very critical spot to deal with. And that's exactly why I say that this particular map of Inferno is a CD-sided map. If you are right on your calls, if you are right on your angles, you can easily bring the right value. And Crush lately is getting all those values. 13-10 is the scoreline, and we have our very first winners of the quarterfinals today in the NVIDIA iCafe attack powered by ASUS ROG, and I think it's going to be the team Blitz Esports. What a way to come back in the game! What a way to redeem themselves! Because remember, guys, it was a scoreline of 10-7, and then eventually it was 10-8. Then after that, we got to see a scoreline of 13-10. So back to back, like if I'm not wrong, 4 to 5 rounds coming in from the lads of Team Blitz Esports. It is a phenomenal journey from their corner. They were able to figure out after that tactical timeout what they had to do. But the interesting part is, Pi, that the tactical timeout was coming in from the other perspective. Like it was Team Fidato Gaming who were able to come up with the tactical timeout, but the advantage of that came in the favor of the other team, Blitz Esports.
Surprisingly, they used their own timeout against them, and that's exactly where
Yeah,
the game went off the rails for Fedato. But even then, Blitz, even Blitz was struggling for a lot of rounds. Like even in the beginning, even in the end, we did see
true.
Fedato like getting a lead and making them sweat a bit. But even then, Blitz didn't stop. They had an idea. They knew what exactly would work against Fedato, and every
Hmm.
single strategy, not every single strategy is always going to work, but most of their strategies did work, and that is exactly what got them their rounds eventually. And in the end, all they needed was just those 3 rounds in a row to secure the win, and they did that beautifully. A really good game and a really cutthroat performance coming in, exactly what we'd expect from a quarterfinals map. But this
Hmm.
was just the first game, just like you said, Raider. All the matches after this are just going to be way more intense and way more exciting.
But for that, we are going to go in a short break, and guys, we'll be back very soon to check out the very second game of this day. Well, guys, as promised, indeed, after a quick short break, yes, we are once again back at the NVIDIA Reflex iCafe attack powered by ASUS. This is the quarterfinals that we are talking about, and we are already on the second game. I would like to tell you guys that once again we are going to witness a lot of interesting action. It's going to be a BO1 equation. I am Raider with me. We do have Pi on the desk as well. And Pi, this is going to be another interesting matchup. What do you think about that?
We definitely have some really good teams coming up, Raider, and obviously, as we saw the last match, it was so crazy. This match
Mhm.
also, I have no doubts, will be something close to that, or maybe even better. Let's see, we'll find out. But we have the team names as well right in front of us, and it's gonna be Blitz 2 going up against the team Team Infamous, and it's gonna be the map of Mirage. Blitz
Yeah.
is gonna be starting off towards CT, Infamous towards the T side. Let's see who gets the lead in the first half and who takes the win in the end.
And I'm so happy to see the map of Mirage coming through because Mirage is one of those maps which is absolutely amazing. Specifically, talking about the city side. Eventually, if you are in the city side, yes, you do have a total control of the particular map. But eventually, if you're good with the lineups, I guess the Sniper Pit region or the Apts region or the Palace region can be very good for you from where the swings can come through. And I'm patiently waiting to see how the whole equation is going to get started. Want to tell you that, guys, Blitz 2 is basically going to start in the city side, so they might just have that advantage in their favor. But I think if you are a good calculative team and you are in the on the T side, I think you can bring the lot of value for the team. And I think it could be Infamous Esports who is going to lead initially. That's quite possible. One of those reasons why Infamous Esports on the T side can be valuable is basically because on the pistol round specifically, they are going to swing through. They are going to be five individuals marching on one particular side. On the hindsight, if we talk about the CT sided team, that is Blitz 2, they are going to be bifurcated. Somebody is going to hold the mid, somebody is going to hold the B side, someone is going to make an approach for the A side. So it could be a very good stance for the lads of team Infamous Esports, and Infamous Gaming Cafe should really pull through in the very first round.
They should really pull through, but let's see how exactly their stats are gonna come in. What exactly their execution is gonna be. But already Market has been smoked off. Topsy getting that entry to his side. It's gonna get some damage onto his own team, but that's not gonna matter much. Focus finds beautiful USB headshot. 2B BGW falls. Far Sky with a beautiful trade-off takes on both Destroyer and Bottom G. Follows it up, gets another frag for himself. Still alive, gets another. Down to a 2v2 situation. They still have yet to plant the bomb. They still have yet to get site control properly. Dexter holding market. Astia gets one. Ooh, that's a really close 1v2 situation. Far Sky just drops in. Just jumps into market and it's gonna get obliterated, blasted away. Beautiful headshot coming in. Blitz finds first round. There was a bit of an aggressive stance coming in from Infamous. Even after they got the site control, they didn't really focus much on planting. They focused more on going for the kills instead. That's exactly where they might have uh, gotten into a bit more of a trouble, and that's why they would have lost this one.
Rightly said. I mean, if you have the side control, you have to go for the plant. Then the post-plant scenario can be beneficial for you. But if you're trying to go all in and be aggressive, even after that, taking the side control is not going to be worthwhile for you. And that's exactly what happened. Now, Blitz 2 with a good lead. I mean, they have a lead over the first round. It's a good scenario for them. And Focus finds one. Not just that, with the help of Destroyer, we get to see another shot coming through. As they do have the bonus buy coming in, I think this is going to be an easy one for them for sure. The former shots going in. Destroyer manages to take Smuggler down, but Bottom G was able to get one. And it's Destroyer. With the clock, he was able to turn him down. And finally, it was DSN getting the last two picks as well. Bottom Chi and Nubi, by the way, has been taken down. It's a 2-0 equation. And without any specific or hefty loss to the lads of Team Blitz 2, they are going to march in. But remember, guys, it's going to be a bonus buy equation for them. They are going to play on the bonus buy. So they're not going to really invest a lot. And for that reason, Infamous Gaming can really pull off. I am looking forward to see if they're going to make that stance or not.
Infamous now, they really need to get something on the board because if they lose this full buy, that's gonna be a big demotivating step for them. And Blitz, on the other hand, will get all the motivation and the confidence that they need. With that, it is gonna be a small tactical timeout coming in from Infamous, obviously, because they are the ones struggling a little bit. But I hope that that goes in their favor, not like what we saw in the last match and the other team taking advantage of their own timeout. That being said, it is going to be the start of the third round. CTs have a decent loadout coming up. They have an auto shotgun. Okay, now it's going to be turned into a scout, a one SMG, a FAMAS, an M4, and on one player is going to be a USB. Maybe he's going to take the shotgun. Or maybe they'll change the loadout a little bit. Another tactical timeout coming in. I guess maybe someone has been disconnected, or maybe there's some connection issue. Maybe they're really making strategies, but I don't think so. They need two tactical timeouts for the strategies, though. Yeah, let's see.
I mean, if you are in a B1 equation, take as much as tactical timeouts as you can and eventually plan and plot and get the right value for the team. If you don't get it, obviously you're going to be out of the equation just like the other team, Predator Gaming. In the previous game, we got to see them getting closed down with a scoreline of 13-10. This is another Blitz, but initially it was Blitz Esports. This is Blitz 2, which is taking the charge at this point, and they do have the lead in their favor. Infamous Gaming Cafe on the other corner is still on the back foot. I think Smuggler is one of those individuals who can really bring the right value for the team, but on the hindsight, if you see Destroyer, we have DSN and also Focus. These individuals also have some good experience in their hands, and they can easily bring the right value. And as we can see, the shots are being exchanged. Fast Guy totally being lit at this point. Not even a single shot on the lads of the other team, but Dexter gets countered for the win. Was absolutely on point with it, and Top G also gets a wall bangable shot on Assist Avista, and with that particular pick, it's now Blitz 2, which is on a compromising end. Yodels are going to come through, that's for sure. But who is going to take the advantage? DSN swings with the MP9, takes Newbie, but Destroy gets countered on the spawn region. It's a 3-4 equation. The plant is done. There are some good shots. TSN finds bottom G, but Smuggler is not going to give him a lot of space to work with. Focus, still there with 100% HP, and Kevlar is also intact. He's going to swing. Taking Top G down is going to be a very good scenario for him. But with the M4A4, he is not going to get the next one. And with that, Smuggler takes him away. 2-1 is the scoreline. And as we can see, Blitz 2 back in control. Another tactical timeout. Pretty interesting.
Okay, I guess that's gonna be the last tactical timeout they're gonna be using for a while now. Even then, Infamous still found the round that they wanted. I don't know what the timeout is gonna be for, but hopefully we're gonna witness something interesting. That being said, the CTs, they don't have the money, they don't have the loadouts that they're gonna need. Only TSN will be having the amount of like apt amount of money that he's gonna need. Maybe go for a force buy. Other than that, they'll just eco. Hopefully that pause is now ended. Okay, it's gonna be a technical pause. My bad. Even bottom G doesn't have a buy this round. Or
Mhm.
maybe he's dropped his AK. He's just dropped his AK most probably. That being said, the setups, the attacks, the executes that I've like seen from Infamous, they've not been that coordinated as such, but they do definitely
Right.
get their entries completely on time. Maybe if the if the smokes are a bit more in place, and if even last round, if we had seen someone smoke off jungle, they could have pretty easily knocked out on that first blood picked off, and they could have gotten to site easily. But maybe they like getting into more fights and getting those frags early on the board for them, because maybe that gives them the confidence that they need. But hopefully the technical pause comes to an end, because yeah, we're waiting for the match to start.
Yeah. I mean, it's always fun to watch these kind of competitions, but once the technical pauses come through, we have our anxiety quite on par because we never know what is going to happen up next. And with a good start for Team Blitz 2 and then finally Infamous Gaming FA coming back in the game, it seems like that we are off to a very good start. And once again, this is going to be a close squad, a very good cutthroat competition. But as these technical difficulties are part and parcel, we have to wait a little longer. But it seems like that bottom G is back in the game, and pretty soon maybe that technical timeout is going to get out. But DSN is now disconnected, I feel. So there you go. Another disheartening thing happening at this point. And yes, we have DSN out of the equation for now. Once he's back in the game, we'll be queuing in the pause button. But even before that, the strats that were coming through was absolutely on point. Blitz 2 holding off every single corner. They were effective at it. Infamous Gaming Cafe on the other corner. They really have to find a interesting approach. I mean, they can come through Stair, they can come through the Palace region on the east side, but you have to remember, like, there are certain angles, like the ticket collector angle or maybe the boxes angle beyond the ladder. There are a lot of crucial angles where the other team can step in. Now, DSN is back, Dexter is out. Ah man, these technical difficulties, it's really disheartens me.
Yeah, that's something to be fair. But I guess we'll see something new after these timeouts. That's gonna like maybe give them a little time to calm down, come back to their senses, and play a bit more cautiously and carefully, that they make no mistakes whatsoever now. That's going to be a bit difficult, but let's see. Maybe they can achieve such a feat. That being said, let's hope for the match to get resumed as soon as possible. And as far as their executes go, I would like to see some mid executes as well, some mid ops being placed as well. Maybe a counter, a mid window smoke going towards the A side through connector and something like that. But yeah, that we might see something close to that though. As far as A entries go, their smokes, infamous, they have decent smokes lined up, I guess. They have the CT smoke correct. They would know the jungle and the connector smoke as well. So A entry could be pretty simple for them to. All they need to do is just get 3 to 4 smokes correctly, get 1 to 2 flashes on time, and they have the site control easily in their own hands. Two, huh?
I mean, in order to make the competition upright, I think there are certain rules that individuals have to follow, and for that, we are just waiting to make sure that everything is on par, and then the technical pause is going to get uplifted. So let's wait a little longer, guys. Until then, we can ask you to support. We can ask you to like show us which particular team that you are really favoring at this point and what are the reasons. We are actually reading the chats as well. Meanwhile. But I want to say that Blitz 2 initially have taken a lot of control. They had some good weapons to play along with in the bonus buy, but after that, in the third round, when they had that bonus buy to play along with, and the other team, Infamous Gaming Cafe, had their AKs and Gullils coming through, that's exactly where they were able to step up because Focus got taken down, then Hasta La Vista also got taken down initially. So the team totally trickled down. It was DSN who was trying to fight back, Dix and Destroy, they were trying to pick up the pace, but at the end, it's just something which is not easy for them to deal with. For now, I think as soon as the match gets started, Infamous Gaming Cafe would love to like step up onto the palette as they do have some good buys and their economy is looking quite strong. Their investment is quite strong, and with that, guys, yes, we are off to on a good start because the fourth round is going to get initiated. As we can see, loads of utils coming in from the lads of team Infamous Gaming Cafe. On the hindsight, not a lot of utils. To be precise, just one nade and one smoke. That's all Blitz 2 is going to invest on. And they do have some deagles to play along with, one USPS as well. Pretty interesting approaches. Let's see who's going to be valuable. It highly seems like that the game is going to go in the favor of one and only team Infamous Gaming Cafe as a lot stronger weapons. But what is this blunder being done? I mean, the player pushes in, Focus takes noob from here.
Things have definitely started to take a different turn this round.
Wow.
Blitz gets 3 players down. Focus finds 2 for himself. DSN as well gets 1 on the board. Takes down one player standing, and he's also going to get spotted to his apps. Smuggler, beautiful counters. But it's going to be a bit too late though. Down to a 1v2, down to just 50 HP, and DSN waits for that timing, and it's going to find it. Smuggler with headshot is gonna get countered. A 3-on-1 scoreline, and with that, Blitz has a really good economy going in their favor. And the T's, as far as they're concerned, it's gonna be a bit of a difficult route for them to walk on because they don't have the money going in their favor, and they're gonna have to weak on another round, and they can't afford to lose rounds at this point. Because if Blitz gets that aggression, if they get the confidence, and if they get the lead, and the T side, they're not going to stop, and their entries are going to be really difficult to counter. Bottom G is going to be pushed off a bit with that Molotov. Destroyer holding jungle. Let's see, can he fight that? One player holding site is going to get picked off. Top G finds Hasta La Vista. Beautiful entries, but let's see the counters. So Dexter with a beautiful 3K. Destroyer is going to miss a shot. Down to a 2v3.
It's a 2v3 equation. The side has been infiltrated, but there comes some shots. Some friendly fire as well, but eventually at the end, if you are able to get the round in your favor, that's the biggest drive for the team. And the fourth round that came through after so many technical pauses and tactical timeouts, I was really expecting that when you have some good weapons to play along with. I'm talking about Team Infamous Gaming Cafe because they really had their AKs in their favor and loads of utils was there in their favor. I thought this is the round where they're going to easily walk in, smoothly get the round and go for the post-ban scenario, but that was not in the case. What a good pick from Focus, and after that following it up, the other guys like Destroyer came in. It was a valuable one for them. But now, from the sniper's nest, we can see that Destroyer is there with the op. The Palace is being infiltrated. It's going to be Top G who is trying to push in from Palace region. would love to see it's gonna be valuable. Oh yeah, there you go. The shot comes through. Fast guy totally low. One good shot is needed, but eventually he's going to sum him up with a lovely nade. Fast guy has been countered. It's a 4v5 equation. Yes, Team Infamous Gaming Cafe do have the weapons, but if you see the other guys, they also have some serious weapons to work with. But DSM gets countered. And Dexter finds the 2k once again. In the previous round, he was able to get the 3k. In this one, he's already getting the 2k. Bottom G counters him. But on the Heaven region, we can see Hasta La Vista countering it all. Getting the last 2 picks and winning one more for Blitz 2. At the CT side advantage is really working for the lads of Blitz 2 as they move in for a 5-1 scoreline.
It's been pretty smooth sailing for them till now. As far as the CT side is concerned, they're pretty easily able to hold down the sides, and they can pretty easily anchor them as well. On the other hand, if you were to talk about Infamous Gaming, even though they're trying to give their level best to get their entries in, they're just like getting picked off right mid rotations, and even then they're not winning those 1v1s that they need. And Nubi, by the way, first frag coming in, Dexter falls. They're gonna get that opening, but Hasta La Vista is gonna instantly equalize the situation. Nubi's gonna get traded off. One more player pushes in Palace, is gonna get instantly shut down. That was an ambitious move, is gonna get picked off. Farsky takes that opportunity, uses this to his advantage, gets another frag. Destroyer with his op, takes on Farsky. Bottom G with the counter, DSN falls. The focus still in the game, still keeping it alive. Bottom G is gonna get picked off. What we do, he knows where the player is. Peaks default, swings him, and shuts down Smuggler. And just like that, it's gonna be a 6-1 scoreline. Infamous is gonna be struggling a little bit too much. Right now, they need to maybe change something around.
Let's see what the change is coming through. I mean, this is going to be a very interesting start. It's already one of those equations where we have one particular team dominating onto the other one. And now, when the lads of Infamous Gaming Cafe once again have the full buy, I think they might be able to step onto the pallet and eventually get some good rounds for them. Trust me, it's not going to be an easy journey. That's true. Very impressive team so far. I've already got a lot of amazing upper hands for them. A flashbang goes through, following it up, some good shots, but this time the connection is not going to be easy to deal with. Nubi really swinging in, damaging it out. Destroyer won't be able to get the right value this time with the op, as he's already down to like 50% HP, 37% HP to be precise. So he has to be very cautious this time. The sniper nest angle has been compromised. Players are pretty much there. Ladder room. Yes, we have a player there. It's DSN who's going to swing through and take down bottom G. Very lovely approach, very lovely output. DSN still receiving a lot of shots. It's Nubi who is going to push through. Let's see if he's going to get the value.
He should be able to find something out of this. 2 players still holding DSN, and one, in fact, just 2 players holding B. They can pretty easily go for that execute, but 3 players towards underpass. Okay, they're not underpass, they're gonna be B shot. Gets one, DSN, perfect timing. Nubi, by the way, not at all aware of a player towards B shot there. More cautious. Hasta La Vista gets one for himself. Spams the palace just in case. And Destroyer waiting for that peak. He's gonna blast away top G. Farsky. Ooh. Got the timing right. He's gonna be able to take down DSN. All 3 players completely split out. Farsky needs to clear a lot of positions, and he needs to be aware of a lot of positions as well. I don't know how exactly he's gonna manage to get this round, but at least the bomb is in his own corner. And there's no CT guarding it at the moment. They have no idea that the bomb's dropped.
But Farsky, I don't think that even after picking the bomb, he is going to go for a plant. Like, it's just highly improbable for him. The time was running out. It's a 7-1 scoreline. Farsky manages to like make a dent as focus was taken down. Once again, the reinvestments are going to come through from both the sides, but remember, it's a loss bonus that has been triggered from the lads of Team Infamous Gaming Cafe. That's exactly why they are going to once again reinvest. But there is one thing that is pretty clear. It's clear like water at this point that the lead is already in the favor of Blitz 2. It's 7-1 scoreline right now. The maximum that Infamous Gaming Cafe can get is a 7-5 scoreline at this point. That's the only option that they have, and that's the only option that they should look through. But let's see if they're going to get that value or not. On the stairs, we can see a lot of util bombardments are going to come through. M4A1s, M4A1, M4A4. But Hasta La Vista instantly gets countered. It's Nubi and Smuggler wreaking havoc at this point. Oh no. Even DSN has been compromised now. At this point, Dexter and Destroyer They are in a very tricky spot. I don't know how far they're going to go, but this is it, guys. This could be the breakthrough. This could be the opening. This could be the chance that Infamous Gaming Cafe was seeking after that second, third round, to be precise, because a lot of loss has been delivered on their foot. Ah, there comes the swing, the shots. It's a very big whiff. Misses a lot of shots, gives away his position. And now, of course, the plant is going to come through, and even on the other corner, Dexter gets down.
Dexter try to do something there, but unfortunately it's gonna get countered. Destroyer still alive with his op. He tries to keep his team alive as well, but I don't think so it's gonna be that easy. It's one. Still down to a 1v4 situation. Ooh, perfectly finds it. Doesn't get a lot of damage as well when countered. Gonna get the second frag. Smoke off.
Oh, he has a
down,
diffusal
get
kit.
He has the kit, but I don't think so it's gonna be that easy. They're gonna pretty easily be able to spam him.
Oh, it's done!
Yes! Okay, yes, I want to achieve it. Absolutely bonkers, man. Absolutely phenomenal. Infamous Gaming Cafe. That was just unfortunate for you guys. And they were more focused on getting the knife that they forgot that he could have defused, man. They did. What the hell was that?
I mean, it was a 1v3 equation. Destroyer knew that he has done enough with his gun, switches to an AK so that he can go instantly for a shot if he sees someone, and he knew that the time was enough. He had that diffusal kit. You just need 4 seconds. That's why the smoke came through, and it was a ninja diffusal. What an amazing diffusal coming through. This is definitely going to put a lot of pressure on the lads of Infamous Gaming Cafe, because you can make mistakes, but this one, bro, this was a blunder. And once that happens, I think you are definitely going to get pushed on the back foot. Even the mental strength goes down. So I'm not like very clear as to what these individuals are going to do now, because they have definitely done a very bad job at the postman scenario, because they were totally at a loss. I mean, there was a 1v3 equation. They could have easily swung in and eventually taken down the last individual, but that was not happening. Even in the next round, in the 10th one, as we can see, it's basically a 2v4 equation. A lot of sprays, a lot of utilities being dumped. Focus gets a 2k. DS encounters by retaliating and taking the trade of Focus. But where's the last team? Right. Okay, there you go. Destroyer finds one. But Smuggler, even before going down, takes down DSN.
Some really quick rounds coming in, Raider, man. It's just a really a simple task for Blitz to get rounds in this game. They're pretty easily just wiping off the they're wiping off the board, and they're completely obliterating the T side. Maybe there is a possibility that we can see the terrorists make a good contribution in the game, and we could see a 9-3 curse, but I guess that could be a bit of a stretch. But let's see. It's gonna be 2 players peeking in mid. Destroyer perfectly timed it. Absolutely just fleeting bottom G. What is that even? Crazy shots. Topsy gets another. Oh, Topsy is gonna get picked off. Sorry. Dexter. Go for one. Still down to a 2v4 situation, man. Destroyer's op is just destroying all of Infamous Gaming every single round. There's no counter for it.
Absolutely agreeing with your points. So phenomenal. The performance is absolutely on par. Like the aim that he has got, the kind of pixel point precision that he has got is amazing. Even Smuggler, for the same reason, I have to say this. From the other corner in Famous Gaming Cafe, Smuggler is that guy who is really uplifting the team. He's already got 7 frags, but of course he has been taken down 8 times. So the KDA ratio is not that good. Then again, he's still getting the right value for the team, and it's still a doable situation, because you are actually in an equation where it's a 2v3, but now it's a 1v3 equation. It's all about Smuggler. Will he be able to get something valuable? No, he is not going to get it. Dexter, even with an op, he's phenomenal. Give him an AK, he's even more better at it. He's even more aggressive at it and effective at it, to be precise. But it's a 10-1 scoreline right now. Absolute domination at this point, I have to say. It's a one-sided domination for sure. And nailing that one-sided domination could be an 11-win scoreline. I am looking forward to see if that's going to be the case, because there's nothing to save. So we are going to see an investment coming in from the lads of Infamous Gaming Cafe. But on the hindsight, 5 defusal kits, loads of utils, and fully stacked team of Blitz 2 is more than ready to once again rip apart Infamous Gaming Cafe.
They're definitely ready to get another round on the board, that's for sure. 2 players holding towards the A side. There's gonna be one holding close sandwich. In fact, he's close sandwich. One gonna push towards Palace, maybe. players pushing A main. Aslavisa gets the first opening, but Smuggler instantly gets a trade in. Aslavisa falls. There's still one player back inside, and it's gonna be Destroyer. Ooh, misses the first shot, and that's gonna be the biggest mistake in this round. But Dexter, with his cheeky position, finds two. Still doable, still down to a 2v2 situation. The bomb is gonna get planted. DSM perfect peaks, gets one. 1v1. Can he do it? Can he
Oh,
take it away?
Smuggler.
And Smuggler. What a massive win. What a massive round, man. Just like you said, man, he's carrying his team, no doubt, and he is the one who's keeping the morale up for his team as well. Gonna get
Yep.
another victory on the board. 10-2 scoreline. Beautifully
A
done.
much needed one. A much needed one for the lads of Team Infamous Gaming Cafe, but unfortunately, the sides are going to get switched. This time, yeah, there might be some of those rounds where the lads of Team Infamous Gaming Cafe are going to pick up the pace, but I think the pistol round could be in the favor of Team Blitz too, because the way they were trying to push in, the way they were trying to be effective, it was quite a good scenario. Now, I would like to see if they're going to make an all-in approach on one particular side, or are they going to be there with a bifurcated approach. But as I can see, everybody is marching right towards the T-Apps and pushing in, and the only guy that is there holding them off is going to be Fast Guy. But there comes a beautiful flashbang. Focus has been put down, but DSN retaliates. Now the market is going to get completely totaled out because DSN could be swinging from that particular angle, but it's a post-ban scenario, a 4v4 equation to be precise, and we have USPS and other weapons to play along with. The T-side team definitely is holding up the marker, but Nubi gets one. DSN Destroyer and Asal the Vista. 3 individuals have already been countered. It's all about Dexter. Won't be able to get a lot. Oh my god, another knife frag? Now that's good. Top G gets Dexter out with a knife. This time, the pistol round goes in the favor of Team Infamous Gaming Cafe. But I think the post-ban scenario was something reckless for Blitz 2. They could have like composed themselves a bit, figured out a better approach, and they could have easily got this round as well.
A bit too differently in a pistol round as opposed to a normal full buy round, because they're more focused on getting the kills rather than getting the round, and that's where maybe they lose the round at times. But then again, it's more down to just those one taps and one shot headshots coming in, and if you are able to make those, you got the rounds, and if you don't, it's gonna be a loss for you. Loss for your team. But anyways, this is gonna be another full buy coming in for Infamous Gaming. On the other hand, the T's are not gonna be committing that much money in this round. 5 players holding outside A, 2 towards Palace, 3 towards A main. Let's exactly see how will they go forward with this approach. 1 player holding towards Palace. It's gonna be Top G with his M4. Can he expect a whole team to be pushing into the site right about now? There you go. Smokes have come in. Top G finds one. Gets ESM as well, but Aslavista eventually gets better of him. But Bottom G still holding to his with sandwich. Is gonna get one. Gets the second one, and is gonna convert the third frag as well. A 4 on 10 scoreline is low, but definitely a comeback I can see coming in.
Well, let's wait and watch if the comeback is going to be there or not. It's already a 10-4 scoreline. I mean, the bonus buy is going to come through, but right now, it seems like that Blister is going to be fully packed with their action as well because they have their AKs online, and it's a full buy round for them as well. Yeah, they are lacking in terms of utils. On the hindsight, we have 2 diffusal kits to go for a post-ban scenario as well. The Top G trying to acquire the control, not going to happen that easily, and Destroyer destroys Nubi this time. An amazing pick. Focus on the hindsight, finds Bottom G as well. Top G gets focus. Good trades, but then again, you are on the deficit. The site entry has not been made yet. The total control is still left away. But who is there on the A side? Well, the answer is nobody really. But Destroyer is going to push in. Fast Guy has been countered. And as we can see, it's a total loss at this point. I really believe that it's going to be a post-ban scenario. And it's definitely going to be an 11-4 scoreline. Oh, look at the timing. Smuggler was holding that area way too good. But as soon as he swings, the other guy swings as well. That's the turn of events. 11-4 scoreline after 2 beautiful rounds, or should I say 3 back-to-back rounds to be precise, including the last one in the first half. We have a setback for Team Infamous Gaming Cafe. 1 step away from the series point is Blitz 2, and 2 steps away from their victory and their spot in the semi-finale.
They're definitely 2 rounds away from getting that spot. But ASUS is gonna make that job a bit more tough, a bit more harder. 2 players already pushing into his VAPs. Okay, they're pushing on a pass. Let's see how exactly they're gonna go forward with this round. But focus, beautiful 1 tap, takes on Bottom G to his mid. Nubi, by the way, is gonna be is gonna be in for a counter. Takes on Destroyer. There's gonna be another frag coming in for the CDs. From the Nubi mode. Smuggler has a really crucial role to play this round. If his op is able to get the conversion that it needs, it's gonna be a really difficult situation to blitz. But there you go, Hasta La Vista finds top G, is gonna instantly follow up with the grenade. Takes the first guy, BSN gets another on the board. Nubi's somehow gonna be the last solo player standing with just 5 HP on the board. Not gonna be an easy task to achieve, and they've already got inside control. One player still holding top mid. Nubi, oh, he's gonna peek, he's gonna peek. He's gonna run away. I guess not gonna take that risk anymore. But eventually, they are meant to intertwine, and they will be getting into that fight. Focus. Ooh, the timing somehow not working in Nubi's favor. Not working in Focus's favor, but Hasta La Vista expecting it. Takes him down. And with that Raider, we're gonna be moving forward to the match point.
Yeah, the match point is here. Blitz 2 with a lead of 8 big hefty rounds. I mean, that's one way to dominate, bro. And as we can see, the loss bonus is far from getting triggered. Along with that, they don't have a lot of economical advantages. So we can see that the investment is not going to be good. We just have one A4 in M4A1S, and that's exactly the only AR that is there from Infamous Gaming Cafe's perspective. Although they are on the CT side, so they might just play on the angles and get the round in their favor. Well, that's not going to be an easy deal to come up with, but as we can see, the Palace resistance is going to be there. But top G finds Dexter. That's a lovely pick. Focus retaliates and takes Nubi by the win. And with that, I think a few more casualties are going to come through. Yes, the total side control has been taken away. The triangle is also pretty much cleared away. Jason finds 2. Smuggler gets countered. He could have been the only nail in this particular scenario, but fast guy in bottom G. What a beautiful pick that was. Now it's a 2v2 equation. Hasta La Vista takes fast guy, retaliating it all, taking the trade. The question is, will it be a 1v2 clutch situation for bottom G? Is he going to pull himself back in the game or not? Well, he spots the player. One good shot is what they need. Jump shots coming through, making sure that the popper is going to get confused a bit. But still the shot could come through. Still the connection is going to come, I believe, very soon. From the ladder, this guy is going to push through. But I think this is it, guys. The time is running out. They don't have the defusal kit. They have to push in. He is in a very tricky spot, and the only answer is the loss. They push in. They try to go all in, but they don't have the time. And here comes a knife. This time, Destroyer is going to avenge himself because he was also knifed in some initial rounds, if you try to remember. But what a good way to win. What a good way to redeem themselves, guys. It's already a 13-4 score line. Like, 9 big rounds of a difference. Massive win for the lads of Team Blitz 2. We have Blitz Esports and now Blitz 2 as well, moving in the semi-final circuit. What an amazing day, to be precise. But we still have one more match left. But even before going to the break, I want to ask you, Pai, what was your experience in this game?
Hey, this was a really quick map, and the performance coming in from one side was absolutely crazy, and the other
Yeah,
team was struggling quite a bit. But then again, we are gonna see different sorts of matches. And first was a really balanced map. This was a one-sided match coming in. So the last match should be once again an overtime or something like that, because that would make things interesting. But
cool.
definitely a really fun match and a quick match nonetheless. But with that, Raider, I think this is time for a short break, and we'll be
Yeah.
getting back the final match of the day, and then we'll be taking a look at the semi-finals and the teams who will be making it to the semi-finals.
Indeed, and that's why we are going to move on to the break. And after the break, we will get to see a lot of action. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll be back very soon. Well, guys, we enjoyed a lot of action today. The NVIDIA iCafe Reflex powered by ASUS ROG, of course. We have seen a lot of interesting matchups today. It was a quarterfinal day, and we got to see some interesting matchups. We got to see some interesting competition as well. But, guys, this is it for the day. We are going to come back tomorrow at 7 p.m. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and be back so that you can witness a lot more action. But today, guys, this is it. We'll be seeing you tomorrow. See you then. Peace out. Thank you for joining us.